Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Give it to the back again. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab, and that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but it's short of the sticks. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Pitches to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the sophomore making an impact play.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
This is the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. And the same runner's got it again. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Like the QB is changing the play at the line. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw. It's 4. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Utes will have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Ford. Tries the right with a quick throw. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
The Utes will line up to boot it away. He's on to boot it away now. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll try a pass here. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back to just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. Offense in hurry-up mode. Linebacker shifting around now. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Gives it to the back. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. Here's the second down play. On the run, it's Woods. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And in first down, right back to the running game. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Utes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking downfield, it's Ford. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting his ball into the end zone. He comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Irish. Just ran away from the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Hands off to the left. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the Utes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass. It's 4. It's a quick grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Now it's second down here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Stanley. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Mistake by the defense makes it 1st down and 5. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's a shotgun run call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He'll pitch it. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The Utes line up on 1st and 10 now. Dropping back. It's Ford. Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runs right over the defender. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Ford. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bringing it out, it's Lions. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Utah offense takes the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They get the second half started with their running play. Powering through. They stop him right at the 24.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. The shotgun running play call. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays. That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down in the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
The completion makes it second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Powering right past the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And it's caught. Just runs through a man. A mismatch.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, Be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they jump back in front.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Utes offense takes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Handoff to the back. He shreds the tackle.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Ball handed off. The Utes are on the move here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find room. It's Mitchell. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Utes looking to run some tempo here. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. And the Utes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Receiver in motion now. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Back to pass. It's Ford. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Defense not pressing this time. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
The key here to me, Chris, is to...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Snags the quick throw. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's low. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Down now.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. The back's got it. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll work the clock here with their running game. And bulldozing his way through. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming.
Will he score here? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Utah offense takes the field. They had a long drive going last time, but it's stalled, looking to reach the end zone this possession. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. The Utes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the attempted trickery, backfires, and now it's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying for a fourth down completion. Defense is coming after him. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Here comes the bunch formation. Handoff to the single back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Can he get there on the ground? Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and just running back and just keep working that clock.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Brought down to the 32, so good job by the returner there. And the Utah offense takes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but
but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's got it. And an explosive play. Stop finally made it across midfield at the 44. The Utes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.